In this video, I'm going to show you how I create my LinkedIn ads. Now, I need to preface this video by saying I typically don't lean heavy into LinkedIn ads for a number of reasons. Firstly, the cost is always higher than Meta. The cost per click, cost per lead, cost per video view, it's all higher than Meta. And the reason is simply there's not as many people on the platform, so you have a smaller pool of people to target. And if I'm ever running ads on LinkedIn, I try to shut off my ads on weekends because nobody's on LinkedIn on Saturday and Sunday. But LinkedIn will take your money, and the cost per lead, cost per click, cost per video view will all skyrocket. So with that being said, what I like to do is I like to create my LinkedIn ad campaign only after I've been testing with my Meta campaign. I use Meta to test because it can give me give me an idea in terms of what creative may perform best, what ad copy is going to work best, headline, etc. So I'll go through the process now on how I create my LinkedIn ads. Let's dive in. All right, so first and foremost, once you're in your LinkedIn ad account, you're going to see this page, you're a campaign manager. I'm going to go to create. I'm going to create a new campaign here. Now, in this case here, I'm creating a campaign for an event that's happening in Europe in September. Our goal of this campaign is to generate people visiting the registration page. Not necessarily go through the process of registering. The third-party platform that's being used for this event does not allow that conversion tracking. I know they need to work on that. So what we are going to do is we're going to capture people going to the homepage and then navigating over to the registration page. For us, that is going to be a conversion for this campaign. So in this case here, we're going to go for website conversion. Now here, when I select my campaign type, I'm going to go classic. I always like having more control rather than letting the platform decide where my ads go and how my budget is being spent. So we're going to call website conversions. I'm going to call this campaign Prague 2025. All right, let's grab that source. Boom. Now for this here, when I go to audiences, I'm going to use an audience I've been using for a long time. But some of the targeting abilities on LinkedIn are much better than Facebook and Instagram when it comes to targeting specific job titles. Anybody in the B2B space, LinkedIn is a great platform. I would not say avoid Meta. You definitely want to use Meta at the very least for testing, so you know how to choose the ads that are going to scale on LinkedIn. In this case here, I am just going to go ahead and choose my saved audience of affiliates and cities. All right, perfect. So I have my locations there. Perfect. And I actually have some of these member skills added as well. These are all specific niches that I want to target on LinkedIn. Now, again, you can go for job title, which I love as well, especially if you're in a B2B trying to get business owners and things like that. You can target those business owners, even at specific companies. If you're looking for some of those C-level executives that are working at specific companies, you have that ability. Now, in this case here, I'm going to go down to video. Now you have the option of hitting up just LinkedIn or LinkedIn Audience Network. So a lot of platforms, even Meta has Audience Network. This is going to be sites outside of LinkedIn, but are connected to LinkedIn. I like having this toggled on just because it gives you a bigger pool of people to target, thus bringing that conversion cost down. Now in this case here, I'm going to have a pretty modest budget because the campaign is quite a ways away, but we're going to go $20 a day, and we're going to start that campaign now. Now the end date, I'm going to run this let's run it till the end of August. Now, I've set up conversion tracking. So the conversion tracking is going to be somebody when they visit the registration page. That is a conversion that I want. That's going to track back to tell me this specific ad is generating people hitting a specific page at a specific cost. Now I get to the point where I can create that ad. So I'm going to create a new ad. We'll call it ad 1. Introductory text. Now the thing about the text, what I love to do is I love to look at my Meta campaign to know which ad copy worked best. After testing various ad copies on Meta, we found that this specific copy worked best. Take out the quotes there. Anagita's Maxwell Affiliate Expert raves about tests, favorite conferences globally. This is perfect. This was the one that performed best. To be honest, I could care less. All I care about is that it did perform best during our Meta tests. So I'm going to use that one and roll it out on LinkedIn. Now, we also tested numerous videos as well on Meta, and this is the one that happened to take the cake. So I am going to go ahead and use this one. I know this falls out of its acceptable size range. I hope that's not a problem. Now you have the option of uploading a thumbnail on LinkedIn. Best practice would say, yes, definitely upload a thumbnail. In this case, just for the sake of time, I'm going to go back and edit that later on. All right, we confirmed the video. It finally has finished uploading, and now we can go ahead and pop in our winning headline from our meta campaign. New channels, Untapped Geos, winning strategies happen to convert best. Throw the link in there. Call to action. Because this is top of funnel, we're going to go learn more. And once that has been completed, we can go ahead and save that ad. Perfect. Now you get a chance to review the ad prior to going live with it. I'm happy with this campaign. Again, I'm only testing one ad, not a huge budget. Again, if I see that the cost per conversion is favorable, I may allocate more ad spend to LinkedIn. But so long as I see conversions at a lower cost on Meta, I'm going to continue to apply more ad spend on that platform. So there, I'm going to launch the campaign. Boom, it's being reviewed. Now that is how I create my LinkedIn ad campaigns. Very simply, unless you have a massive budget, it's not worth testing all these different variations. Find out what works on Meta and then grab those creative assets, apply them to your LinkedIn campaign to maximize or give you the best opportunity for good results on the platform. If you found this video helpful, give a like, subscribe, hit a comment below. See you soon.